Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a shoemaker named Thomas. Thomas was a hard-working man, but unfortunately, his business was struggling. He only had enough leather left to make one last pair of shoes, which he planned to work on the following day. That night, as Thomas lay in bed worrying about his future, he suddenly heard a soft tinkling noise coming from his workshop. Curious, he tiptoed downstairs to investigate. To his amazement, he saw a group of tiny elves busily working away, stitching and hammering with incredible speed and skill. Thomas watched in awe as the elves created a beautiful pair of shoes out of the remaining leather. When they had finished, they quietly slipped out of the workshop, leaving the finished shoes behind. The next morning, Thomas was delighted to find the exquisite pair of shoes on his workbench. Over the following days, the elves continued to visit Thomas' workshop every night, creating more and more shoes of the highest quality. Thomas's business began to thrive as word spread about the magical shoes he was producing. One evening, Thomas decided to stay up late to thank the elves for their help. When they arrived, he offered them a feast of delicious food and drink. The elves were delighted and danced around the workshop in joyful celebration. From that day on, the elves and Thomas became great friends. They worked together to create the finest shoes in the village, bringing prosperity and happiness to all who wore them. And so, the shoemaker and the elves lived happily ever after, their friendship and craftsmanship cherished by all.